are live, our fellow friends from crypto markets. How you doing, guys? How you doing, Jomo, today?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I thought you were gonna say today we're gonna talk about, but you actually asked me how am I doing. So, my bad, your bad, whatever. Ladies and gents, how are you doing today? Me and CM always happy, trying to give you the alpha, trying to teach you how to become traders and investors in the crypto world. We're here to answer your questions, so make sure to say hi right now and ask your questions ASAP because we want to make sure we answer your questions as soon as possible. CM, today's topic, crypto bull market is over. You know, it's hard to say it isn't at this point. At this point, we're getting to a very critical crossroad, man. Very critical crossroad. You've been talking about, the death cross for a while, and the death cross is, it has that name, you know, because usually death follows, let's call it, afterwards, at least market wise, not human wise. And it's just, I'm not seeing any light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, now look, we can't come out blank telling people a bear market is already in because we don't really know. Okay, all of a sudden something can happen a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from today. Big liquidity will follow the market and the market will revive itself. But I can declare at least this year, if nothing else changes, if we just continue, being what the world is right now, macro and everything that took charge of the markets, because the 4 year cycle, my friends, is dead. Right now, what's predominant in the market is just the macro narratives. That's what's pushing the market. Okay. If nothing changes in the macro narratives, and it has been this the whole cycle, by the way, then there's no elsewhere to go but down because that's the path of least resistance, at least for now. I know it's not what you want to hear, okay, but it is something that has a big probability right now, as long as the information that is available doesn't change. Okay, all else equal, probably going to go down. If something changes, man, hopefully, because I do wish that bull last banana zone, wherever whatever everyone is waiting for to happen, I would love that to happen because for me a bit more longs is always good before some more shorts. But I'm happy either way. CM, longs, shorts, we smack that as well. What do you think, CM?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, this could, again, we don't know if the end of the bull market, but it's definitely not a good market environment. Nothing is, no longs are pumping. Crypto is getting wrecked. Let's show you the crypto charts. The total two. Okay, the total free first. All right, this is the total free. It's like it's a decision point. If it's losing this level, you can see this trend line. That's big problem for crypto. Big problem for crypto. If it loses this level, if it takes the 715 billion ish this area, that's gonna be brutal. That's gonna be brutal, and that's gonna be probably a bull market top in. You can see here that was the prior top in March 2024. That was the top. We had a double top here. That's nasty double top here. You can see the lower high. Oh my God. You see the M. That's the M. That's Vitalik going to work in McDonald's.
Actually, was a fake out from the last cycle high, I think. If you go to the weekly chart and show yeah, fake out zone.
Oh no, that's not looking good. That's really not looking good. You have a double top and another top here. So that's a double top with the last cycle and a double top of this cycle. And you're now testing the prior top. Now again, the moon boys from the toilet will tell you, Alex Becker, all these gurus, oh, it's the best time to buy altcoin. Yay, yay, yay. It might bounce, you might get a bounce, but the situation is not looking good, my friends. The situation is not looking good. And pay attention to gold, for example. Gold is, you can see, gold is going bananas. Okay, now gold is going bananas because people in the world, investors, big investors, they put in money in gold because this is the real safe asset. Bitcoin is not a safe asset, and definitely not crypto. Cryptos are all scams, rug pulls, and people taking their money out of it and put it in gold. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing people, investors moving into moving out of risk on assets to
For
risk
sure.
off assets. We are trading, crypto. Crypto is the most high risk assets ever existed. It's even more risky than the tulip bubble, and whatever.
From the 1600s.
Yeah, man, this is the outright scams. A fucking coin with a meme or with a dog laughing that is going to 1 billion, out of nowhere. That's we trade in Ponzi's. So you gotta understand. At some point, people, investors will take their profits, and you're gonna see all these coins collapse into bear markets. That's what happened, man.
Yeah. Man, look, I totally agree. And you said something about people, I call them gurus, like fake gurus, CM, right? They're telling the audience, you need to buy now, whatever, right? All that BS and everything. And the thing is, all right, man, maybe luck can help you with some reason, maybe a bounce really friendly, or maybe it's a bottom. But let me ask our audience one thing. How can a trader, someone with an actual, mind on top of his shoulders, that is looking at the markets, all right, and trying to figure out a way to be concentrated in the right trades, in the right positions, right? How can you look at the market and with conviction tell yourself, you know what, I need to buy right here, right? Like really, unless you are someone that doesn't know what you're doing or just hoping on rely on luck, how can you go with a risk first mentality, understanding that risk, is a real big thing in the markets? How can you look at these and say, you know what, I'm buying here, right? This is the worst risk management, risk to reward entry I've seen in a while. Okay, you're relying on luck, and that's what they're doing. They're relying on luck. And CM, if they are wrong, they don't care. They will say that they didn't say anything. They will delete the tweet. They will delete a video and just say that they won't admit that they were wrong because they don't have any brains and they don't have any knowledge. They will just, try to spin it around somehow, man. But you can't. You just can't look at the markets and would convincingly say that you need to buy right now. You just can't.
There is no real edge on buying.
No.
There is actually much more short opportunities out there. You have Head and Shoulders forming on XRP. You had HBAR lost horizontal support. You have Ethereum going into new lows. That's bearish, guys. Like really, there is. You can look for longs. You can be hoping, but until we get a strong bounce on Bitcoin, and then you get some kind of a rotation into altcoin, maybe some pumps, just be long or in cash. There is no reason. You don't want to buy
short. You meant short.
Yeah, you guys, you don't want to buy now on a speculation that you might get a bounce. Just wait for the bounce. Wait for it and then buy. You don't need to be first in the party because you can get chopped. You can get chopped, man.
You can get smoked, not only chopped. You can get smoked, right? You can get smoked, not only chopped. Mr. Nick is writing in Greek. What is that? Nick, I thought you're Australian, Mr. You're writing in Greek, man. What's wrong?
Maybe it's Greek, man. We love Greeks.
Wow, we love Greeks for sure, man.
I just bought Greek yogurt today, man, and I love it. I love Greek yogurt, man.
Dude, Greece is amazing, dude. I've been in Santorini, I've been in Mykonos, man. Those areas are just fantastic, man. Anyways, look.
Oh boy. Let me share this, sir. I gotta share it, man. Something is happening in Nvidia. By the way, we told you Nvidia is a red flag for crypto.
For sure.
Nvidia.
We've been talking about this for months, CM. We have been talking about this for months. This is not the first time we've been discussing a potential bear market. Some people might come to the channel saying, "Oh, of course, everything is down. You're talking about the bear." No, we've been talking about this for months.
Exactly, and now we're just looks like the markets just want to dump, man. Like, look at it, man. Look, people. We remember we talked about Nvidia. And we showed the audience how extended this nonsense is. You can see, look how extended this nonsense is.
Oh, okay? Man, I traded this beautifully, man. I love Nvidia, man. It made money, but not anymore.
Of course it made money. But again, people got to understand, there is a time when the sun is shining and there is a time when the rain is coming. Now it looks like, the rain is coming, man. They're going to look at that. You got a
No,
death
it
cross.
looks bad, man. It looks bad.
It gapped down today. You got a gap down. Again, we trade crypto, but we also do our market analysis to keep our head, in the zone, because we know crypto is very correlated to the stock market and to Nvidia. Nvidia started the bull market in
For sure.
2023, and
Yeah.
Bitcoin followed.
Not only
That's it.
started the bull market, it started the AI narrative, which started the crypto bull market as well. All right. Bitcoin with the AI narrative, the AI sector were the first ones to break out, actually after Caspa, which was actually the first one. But without Caspa, AIs were the ones that broke out, right? So that's why we are looking at NVIDIA as, as a signal. Look, CM, me and you, we're detectives, okay? What we do is look for clues in the market to tell us what are the probabilities and where the path of least resistance is lying. All right, where is it lying? All right, is it lying on strength, on momentum? Is it topping? Is it weak? Is it going sideways? What is it saying? And one clue, just like what you said on Nvidia, all right, it's just classic clue. All right, and not only Nvidia, all right, we can show the triple Q, the Qs, sorry, the Nasdaq, for example. I talked about this and I shared this on Twitter. You can go to my Twitter. I sent to one of my clients here. All right. I sent him a message. I told him you need to sell at least 50%. Okay. At least 50% of your holdings. Okay. Because I'm seeing very bad action on the Qs. Okay. And, lo and behold, look what happened. The clues were here. See all these, black sign. This was the distribution I was talking about, and look afterwards, even more distribution. People, CM, never, they always think about the potential of buying and everything, but they miss the clues of the distribution. Look at this highly dominated distribution tape. You can see that the red days are much bigger volume wise than the green days, which is blue in my chart, right? Now look, we can see it in the Qs, you can see it in the S&Ps. Probably if I go to Nvidia, you see the same thing. It's a bit different in the volume, but you can see it had, bad days over here, really bad. And you can see the topping section. And again, CM, classic stage 3 topping, on Nvidia, things that we teach. The basics of what we teach lies on, market analysis and stage analysis, how to understand, where you want to be long, aggressive, where you want to be out of the market, when you want to be short, and so on and so forth. And we teach this for everyone to know. And CM, we actually made a seminar, and I'm talking about to our audience right now, about how to win in the bear market. Okay, how to win the bear market, not only how to survive it. This is the wrong banner, CM. This is the wrong banner. Not only, yeah, exactly. Not only how to survive it, but how to thrive in the bear market. Look, we're going to teach you how to short. We're going to teach you how to risk manage your shorts. Look at the flexes on CM. Those guns. And CM, what's that? A Michael Jordan on your shoulder? Look, we're going to teach you how to hedge as well. So if you have a loved position that you never want to sell, whether it be Bitcoin, Caspa, or ICP, I don't care. I will teach you how to hedge the position in a bear market to make sure that you don't get smoked. So scan the QR code. Right now, we have limited availability. You can use the 20% off, as you can see in March. CM, change it, the caption for people to see the 20% off that they get. You can use it on the seminar too. It's going to be next week on the 7th of April, all right? 7th of April, we moved it. It was supposed to be on the 6th. We can't do it on the 6th. We're going to do it on the 7th of April. And make sure to attend, because we're going to teach you a skill set for life. Because, hey, CM, whether a bear market is in or not, maybe the market will be saved somehow, okay? A bear market will come eventually. And even in this, and you know what, CM? I know, I will argue this is, we are already in a bear market. Even if we do continue to a continued bull market on Bitcoin, CM, look at altcoins. Altcoins have been suffering for the past 8 months in a ferocious bear market, a stage 4 decline, downtrend, they went down between 60 to 99%, your beloved altcoins. And instead of holding them, you could have sold, short them, and made money like me and C have done all these past months. We've been making money on the short side. We know how to long, we know how to shorts. We're going to teach you all this and more. And hey, CM, the market just always give clues, and we teach them how to be detective. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, man. Like really, any person here must attend the course. Really, it's like the webinar. It's dirt cheap, man.
Dirt.
For 3 hours, man, you get the best of the best, and it will be recorded on your account, so you can always access to it for life. Okay, even if you missed out, if you want to refresh it again, watch it again later, you can always watch it once you bought it, once you buy it. Okay, and this is a skill that will change your life forever, man. Because sooner or later, we're gonna move into the bear flag season for Bitcoin. You're gonna move to the rag pull season for Bitcoin, and then you print fucking money. You short Ethereum to the ashes. You short XRP head and shoulders, man. Ugh! While all your losers friend on Twitter crying to their mommies, Pookie, Pookie. Oh,
Pookie,
I
Pookie.
got, I got wrecked. Oh, look at the Twitter. Look at the Twitter, man. Every day
Yeah.
you see, oh, I want to commit a suicide. I got wrecked. I lost all my money. No, no, no,
It's
no.
getting more predominant. Yeah, it's getting more and more. I actually
Don't
seen some
be,
people selling their positions.
bro. This is a kindergarten there. Really, if you are in crypto and you know how to short in a bear market, it's like taking candies from babies, or it's super easy and it's the best
Exactly.
option, the best
When
way
you
to make
know
money.
how to do it, it is like taking candies out of a baby. It's true. It is true. When shorts print, and I wouldn't call the shorting we had in the past 3 months real printing. Yes, we made good money, all right, but that's
It's nothing
only
yet.
it's only the appetizer, right? It's only the appetizer. When shorts really start working, okay, because Bitcoin is really dumping in the market, like everyone is running to heels, then shorts move ferociously. All right, everything just crumbles down like a tower of cards. Just you took one card and boom, everything just flushes away. Shorts, it really is like taking candy out of a baby, man. I
It's
mean,
so surprising, man. So surprising that so many people are so ignorant and don't even want to learn how to short, like it's so simple. And it's like, man, it's like driving a car only on the first, only going straight, You don't know how to drive a reverse. So how the fuck can you park your car, man? You
I don't know,
gotta
man.
know how to do reverse, man. Like you trade a car. If you trade crypto or invest, whatever, you call yourself an investor. Ooh, you lying to yourself about, I'm gonna hold for 10 years. Who cares, man? Learn how to go reverse. Learn how to short. Your job is to make money trading crypto. That's your job, man, as an
Exactly.
investor. If you
Exactly.
have another job, you have a problem in your brain and you need to quit. Go to the casino, you know?
No,
This is
the goal should be making money, as you said, right? Not the job. It sounds like a bit kind of, people can maybe misunderstand. The goal in being an investor and trader is to make money, right? Now, I will tell you one thing, CM. People, subconsciously, they have goals that they don't know that exist, right? Some people goals is actually to experience pain. They believe they're dipshits. That it is a true thing, CM. Some, yeah, people have like self-sabotaging, instincts for some reason. And for example, they go to the market, they lose money, self-sabotaging themselves, right? I hope no one from our viewers is one of those people. If they are, they should seek, some help a little bit. There is, professionals to help them. But if you're not part of that, group of people, and you just don't know what you're doing, you're self-sabotaging yourself, not because of, a deep, issue. You just don't know what you're doing. We're here to teach you. Okay. And, Solix is saying afternoon to you as well. Mr. Big Bang, Beanbag.
no, Mr. Beanbag. No, sir. If you want to short with us, again, If you want to short alone, it's going to take you time to master. You need to know when to enter, when to put your stop, when to do all that, what to do. All right. We have a service. You can join our VIP service and you get all our trade alerts, all our courses, all our market updates. And you don't need to even watch the chart. You just follow. You get the alert. It says, hey, short Ethereum on the break below this level. You put your trigger order, like we're going to teach you. You put your take profits, you put your stops, and you go drinking margarita in Cancun with your wife, cheeky, flicky, in the summer, printing money while everybody getting wrecked. That it in 2022. It was amazing, man. Man, you remember? I was in.
Yeah, I remember.
I was in not Marbella or something like that, or Menorca in Spain.
You were in Mallorca and I was in Cyprus.
Yeah, and we shorted ETH. I remember it. We shorted ETH
and Celsius.
and a few others, obviously, but if was the daddy because you put big money in it. Let's say you put 50K, 100K, and then you go whatever. You put your stops, man. You come back, you're drunk in a holiday, in the hotel, opening your laptop. Oh, I'm up 30%. Oh my god! And people think, oh, what is 30%? Man, 30% on 50K is 15,000. In 2 days, that's amazing. And it went lower and lower and lower. That was amazing short.
Amazing.
And yeah, come back to your question, man. If you short alone, obviously you need to watch the charts. You need to know what you're doing. But if you are a subscriber to our membership, you don't need to do nothing. You just get the alert to your phone. You put the trade on, like we teach you, and that's it. Easy.
Hopefully, Mr. Beanbag can learn something from what we do, because that's what we're trying to do, teach you as well. But hey, I completely agree with CM. The beauty of the mechanics, all right, of how we trade as swing traders, okay, is that we use trading, to complement our, wishing lifestyle. We wish our lifestyle to be chilled. We wish to go to vacations with our family, CM with his girlfriends and everything, right? I'm a family man. And we want to do it chilled. We want to make sure that if we go to sleep, because this is a 24/7 market, right? 24/7 market. You can't be on the screens all day long. You just can't, okay? You can't. So what can you do? You can, be in our membership. We'll do the heavy lifting. We'll show you the opportunities. And of course, you can learn from that. Check for your own opportunities if you want. But if not, our opportunities are the best probably. And then, surely with us, you put a trigger to enter a position, you put a stop loss, take profits. And as CM said, then you can go drink your margaritas, understanding that you're utilizing an edge because we know how to short, it's an edge. Utilizing risk management because you have a stop loss on the position, and you use correct position sizes as well. That's something we teach and preach all the time, okay? And you have to take profits in case it goes in your favor and you don't have time to sell. You already sell, into your profit. That's it. You can actually put every day a few trades if that's what we have in the market. Go out in the morning. Some are winners, some are losers. Consistently making money all the time because our winners way outweigh the small losers that we have. And live the lifestyle that you want. That's what we're trying to teach. That's what we preach. And we walk the walk. And we're trying to show this, on these lives, right, CM?
Yes, sir. And yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to smash the like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. And make sure to subscribe to the bear market seminar that we're going to do. Really, if you don't want to join the community, if you don't want to be a member, if you're, but you want to learn short and you're cheap as fuck and you live under a rock, okay, man. Go on join the webinar, man. We're going to teach you in 3 hours everything you need to know about short selling, how to use the exchanges, how to use the trigger orders, how to use stops, when to go short, when to think of shorting, what chart to watch when you short, all the indicators, all the Bitcoin and the macro charts that you need to watch, and you are sorted. So check it out. Thank you guys for watching, and remember, no edge,
no trade.